Good evening, guys.
Hello.
Ange and Ivana.
No, hold on.
Yeah, it's the opposite way. Guys, tonight we have a great subject that affects every single one of us. And this is about how to not sabotage self or myself or yourself. Because believe me, we all do it.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
guys, first of all, we will give you 2 minutes just to come into the live stream. If you're already watching, please let us know if you can see us okay, if you can hear us, if everything is okay on your side, because unless you tell us, we won't know. So, guys, if you're watching, give us thumbs up or a heart or a dot or anything.
Let's give them a few more minutes.
Few more minutes. I can just see people just starting to load, so few more minutes.
Yes.
And don't be shy, guys.
There is someone watching on my page. I don't know who you are. Just let us know that you can hear us properly.
Yes, we have 7 people that are plugged in now. Which is lovely. Guys, let us know if the sound is okay and if you can see us all right while we're waiting. And also, grab yourself a drink. We're going to have a great chat. And remember, you can always ask questions during those discussions, because we can talk. We have no problem with that. But you will get more out of it when you ask your questions.
You can get actually answers to your questions, or at least be pointed out in the right direction. So
yeah, definitely. Good, guys. So how is it? Can you hear us all right? Thumbs up.
I think we'll just start. What do you think?
Yeah, and this is water, guys, by the way. This is water.
And juice.
We're being very good. We have a hello from a Facebook user.
That's
lovely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that.
Excellent. Brilliant.
Oh, there is Asha.
We have
Hi,
Asha here. Good. Thank you very much. So at least we know we're connected. We know we're not talking just to each other. We do enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's great to share the information with everybody else. So
yeah, it's a group chat, to be fair.
It is.
So you're all included.
Definitely. Right. Okay. So let's make a start. Welcome, guys. And again, we're talking about how to not sabotage myself, yourself, self.
Can you not?
Yeah. Is it actually possible? Do you know you're actually doing it? So, Ange.
Yes.
Sabotage. What is it actually? How do we know that we're actually doing it? What does it look like?
First of all, it's not a very pleasant feeling, isn't it?
It's not.
We are trying to avoid that feeling as much as possible. And as we spoke before, in reality, this is not a bad thing. This is actually a good thing. Me and Ivana, we had a conversation about it. We do like having long chats and just analyze things from different points of view. And we pointed out, it came out in our conversation that when you experience sabotaging, when you're actually stepping out of your comfort zone, when you're growing, because you are actually entering this space which is unknown for you, and you're not feeling so familiar with it, so you're trying to avoid, facing it. Would you agree, Ivana?
Definitely. And I think it's at this point it's very important to actually say to people, just so it helped me to understand the knowledge before, that actually our brain, it's split into many parts. So there will be a part of you that really want to achieve something, that you want to change something. that you want to get better, you want to get healthier, slimmer, I don't know, happier. But there will be another part of you that will be pulling back because it doesn't like change, because it's scared of change, because it's not familiar with it. It's scary, new. So our job is to actually see this battle between I want, but I can have it, and actually get those parts of brain. And I'm having two hands, but there's more parts of the brain than two. But those parts of brain are battling. So how can we make that connection that we are happy with the change? Yeah.
From my perspective, how I see it, it's we've got this tendency to judge it. Because when you're entering a new space, you're doing something new, and because it's not familiar, you are probably not the best at it. Okay, there are some exceptions who are really, really good at it. That's fine, but majority of people having some troubles with it. And when we experience troubles, we start judging ourselves. We keep saying to ourselves that we are not good enough, that we can't do it, that we are not smart enough. The list is long. And in reality, it's like a little baby, right? When the little baby is learning how to walk, it falls frequently, right? It's not like you have a little baby and you expect that little baby to stand up and just run straight away. It has to do the baby steps. And it's the same when you're actually stepping out of the comfort zone and you're growing, but in a different way. You're not growing physically, you're growing mentally, maybe physically too, to a certain extent. So what do? You encourage yourself. You have to become your best friend to make it easier. I'm not saying it's going to be completely easy, but it's going to be much easier to actually overcome it and just keep moving forward.
Brilliant. Excellent. And while we move on with the conversation, we have a text from Sue. Hi, Sue. I know why Sue feels very tired and good today, because we had a great session this morning.
I was going to say, did you kill her?
And I have to tell you that Sue, in a very short period of time, Sue, I have to say it, she lost 2 inches of her waist in 4 weeks' time. Without dieting. We just have lots of fun and exercise. And I hope you agree with that, Sue. So well done for your getting out of your comfort zone. Brilliant. So guys, right, we're talking about self-sabotage, and actually this is part of our growth. You cannot grow, the growth will not come easy. If you're growing, it will become difficult. If it doesn't, that means you're not growing, or you're not growing, you're not getting out of your comfort zone enough. So you need to get familiar with the uncomfortable. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. But Ange, let's talk about how the self-sabotage look in real life. How people know it's actually happened. That autopilot behavior when we go shopping and we buy salad and we buy avocado and fresh tomato, and then we go home, we get upset and we go for the pizza or packet of crisps.
Obviously, when it comes to food, sugar gives you instant satisfaction. So the brain is familiar with the chemical reaction,
Guilty.
Yeah. Well, who isn't? Tell me, who isn't? But I've even myself, I've experienced that many times, that I had a plan of doing something, and it did sound brilliant in my head. I was really excited about it, and then as I was pursuing my plan, when it became more intense and heavier, I was looking for escape every possible way, just to avoid it, to approach it last, because I didn't want to face it. So example, when you run your business, sometimes running your books and doing your books, even though that you do know that you have to keep up with it and do it on a regular basis, And doing that will really, really put your mind at ease. What do? You basically go and do washing. You're going to hoover the house. You're going to contact this friend. You're going to write a post on the Facebook. And this always going to be like pushed forward and pushed forward and pushed forward. So then you realize that basically postponing it is sabotaging yourself, isn't it? Because you want it to be done. But even though you're not doing it anyway. So that's just one example. What about you, Ivona? What is your typical sabotage?
Well, I will tell you about something common things that I see in myself, and then I see in my clients.
Uh-huh.
And thank you, Matt, for the great comment. Thank you very much.
Hi, Matt.
That's great. So
I think, sorry, Ivona, I think this is another person who we should invite to a joint live. I might contact you later.
Very good. Right, let me just change the banner here. Brilliant. So I know what I'm doing. So what is the phenomenon of self-sabotage? Guys, self-sabotage is needed. This is the part of the brain that need to keep you safe. It's very primitive. It doesn't know the future. They're only based on the past. So your past experiences. So if you try something new, this is very scary for this part of the brain because it doesn't understand the new concept. So it will do anything to stop you proceeding into the new. And that can be physical change, mental change, changing your habits. So let me give you some examples. And I will use that example with my lovely client that I work with, and he gets really upset with himself because he has a great progress, right? He knows where he's going. He knows what the aim is. He has a great progress. He has a great day or 2 or 3 or 5, and then he will get a back pain. If there's not the back pain, he will get the sinuses flared up. The question is why? Guys, the brain controls your body. How many times you've tried to achieve something in your life and you said, right, from Monday, I'm doing it, from New Year. And then something happened and you retreat and you go back. It could be that you get a cold or you hurt your foot or something else happened. This is the self-sabotage when you actually plan and then just something happens and, oh, it didn't happen again. Yeah, go on.
One question. Ivona, would you agree with me that, as you said, the brain controls the body, but emotions controls the brain?
Oh, yes. Definitely. This is we're going to show you, we're going to talk about how we actually override the self-sabotage, because we don't like when the self-sabotage happen, right? It's not comfortable because we feel guilty. If you want to get better, if you want to get healthier, slimmer, whatever, and then you get upset and you go for the bottle of wine again, then you feel bad about yourself. Then you shame yourself. And this part of the brain that stops you, that was here, wins. Okay.
Which means you stay safe.
You stay safe, but you stay in the same place. So you're not progressing.
So that from the brain point of view, this primitive part of brain, you are staying safe. So the brain is doing its job.
Yeah.
Now the question is how to work with this part of the brain so it's not getting so strongly activated every single time.
Absolutely. So what if, guys, if we have to get uncomfortable? What if you know you're doing well when actually this system of defense it's up? So when you're working with yourself, when you're achieving something, when you're trying for something, what if you're actually looking for those defenses to go up so you know you're doing a good job?
Mm-hmm. So basically what is happening here, you're changing the perspective of looking at the situation. And there was a very, very clever saying, I don't remember who it was, I think it was Dr. Dwyer who said that if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And that stuck with me like ever since I saw it for the first time, because it's so powerful and it's really, really true in regards of many things, especially when it comes to self-sabotaging. And that's like Mara.
Taking notes, brilliant, absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's very important. So yeah, guys, this is when you're actually getting uncomfortable with yourself inside, when your body starts to rebel, that's mean you're doing something great.
You're growing.
You're growing. You're growing, and your brain, part of your brain doesn't like it, but you're going in the right direction. So what if we start to work with this part of our brain? What if we don't retract back, but we said, okay, I wonder what it's all about. I wonder why the defenses are up.
So again, everything is about being curious about yourself.
Yeah.
Taking a step back and observing rather than judging. Because everything is there for a reason. Now just understanding why and how will give you the power of stepping back and getting in control. In control of things.
I love the way, actually, when you guys step out of your thinking brain, when you actually imagine you are a little fly on the ceiling and you watch, this fly is watching you doing things, thinking things, you will start to see that actually we work on a pattern, on a certain pattern, and we have the same triggers for yourself. You have the same triggers every time. And every time you are triggered, you will go into autopilot that is the same, which could be sugar, so food, alcohol, sex, whatever. There will be a drive that will want to keep you safe and away from your goal. So start observing your behavior as if you are watching a movie, because cigarettes, yeah, Roy said, absolutely. We know a few people that smoke. Yeah, but that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. So starting to observe, guys, what's your triggers, and when you start getting into that autopilot, understanding yourself, then you can start to work with yourself a little bit more and deeper and start laughing at yourself.
Oh,
it's no point getting upset about this mechanism. It's needed to keep you safe.
Let me just mention this so you all know that from the scientific point of view, you know very well that the 5% of our brain is our conscious mind. We actually deal with the external world on the conscious level only 5%, where the rest of our life, reactions, all of the habits, everything is just played out from our subconscious mind, which is 95%. But that's not everything. 80% of 95% of subconscious mind is the same thing, meaning the thoughts that you are thinking during the day is the thoughts that 80% you've been thinking, just before. So it's something what happened before. That's why we're talking about habits. That's why we're doing things the same way. That's why we're getting up of the bed, on the same side. Everything is just programmed in our head. So when you look at it from that perspective, you can see that the brain is just like a computer, and you have your apps. There are different programs, but those programs sometimes do not are so highly advanced to operate to the new tasks that you want to perform. So what do you have to do? You have to upgrade the programs, upload some new stuff that will help you to perform, just much better. So I know I just went more into technical stuff, but I do like understanding things from different perspectives. And if we are habitual, then if we look at it from that perspective, we must understand that putting new thing in, like, for example, new program in the computer, will probably require us learning a little bit more how to operate it. And it's the same with the mind stepping out of your comfort zone, approaching new things. You just need to learn how to deal with the new situation, upgrade your skill set. And if you're going to beat up on yourself for not doing well, it's just going to be like with that baby. You need to encourage yourself and keep, just being your best friend to keep moving forward, regardless what it is, computer programming or new goals.
Absolutely. And yes, so thank you very much for your comment. I will do the amendment in a second. So yes, Sue was definitely out of the comfort zone and scared at times, but did not sabotage herself with my men. No, it wasn't my men. It was with the encouragement. But I hope my man will encourage you as well.
I like that.
Brilliant comment. Love it.
I like jokes. Bring more.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, guys, thank you very much for the comment, Matt. Guys, imagine this: if you wake up every day, and you sleep on the same side of the bed, by the way, and you like certain way that you sleep, and then you get up the same way because we have certain pattern, then you guys, you have a script of what you do first. Do you put the kettle on or do you go to the toilet? We have certain pattern, and we repeat that day in, day out. So if we are repeating what we do, what we eat, what we think, how we work, without any changes, internal changes, how on earth our outside world can change? It's impossible. So something on the inside has to change, and there is part of brain that won't like it. That's when the self-sabotage will kick in. But something on the inside has to change, so then the outside world will react. Yeah. Otherwise, guys, if you keep doing the same thing, you cannot expect different results. It's against any physics, any laws. You have to change something to see a change.
Like they say, just if you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. I was Albert Einstein, actually. He said, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and keep expecting different results from doing the same thing, it's going to be called madness.
Yeah.
Because you can't get different results from doing the same thing.
Absolutely. But guys, it's so easy to change things, because what has to change first, it's not necessarily your exercise, not necessarily your eating habits, but here, what you think. What do you think about the situation? What do you think about your goals? What do you think about yourself? Because believe me, it doesn't matter what the weather is outside. If you decide this is going to be a bad day, you will have a bad day. If you decide today, I'm going to rock the world, I'm going to have the most amazing day, whatever the circumstances outside, your brain will find you evidence for it.
It's like a magnet. But you have to decide what you want to attract. Because it's going to attract everything to confirm your current mood.
Yeah.
So,
guys, do you have any questions at this stage? Fire away, because we're happy to answer them live for you. So, let me see.
What causes self-sabotaging behavior?
You want to answer that?
I can start with that, definitely. Yeah. What causes self-sabotaging behaviors? It's just a built-in part of the brain. It's the protecting system in our body. Like Ivona mentioned at the beginning of our chat today, is something what keeps you safe. And we have this tendency to judge it. Think that this is something negative, where it really isn't. Because you cannot self-sabotage unless you're actually growing and stepping out of your comfort zone. So, like Ivona said before, you have to just change your approach in order to be able to move forward. But like I said, and like Ivona said, self-sabotage is just a part of us. Everybody has it. Every single person.
Self-sabotage, guys, it's a defense system that is needed. If we didn't have this, we would be doing very stupid things. So we need it. Yeah, we might question some.
But I still do, like lots of stupid things.
But it's a growth. But if this stupid thing is normal for you, your brain will not sabotage you. So we have to go from the norm of that person. So anything that is new for you as a person on the personal level, the defense system will go up. And that's when we have the self-sabotage. Every time we want to apply change in thinking, change in doing stuff, we will have a self-sabotage. Imagine you want to change your job because you don't like it. There will be voice telling you, oh, no, stay here. It's not so bad. It may be, stay a bit longer. This is self-sabotaging. Okay? Because it doesn't want you to change because it's so scared of change. It doesn't want you to go there.
And this is actually a very good example. Very good example. Because quite often we don't feel comfortable at the current job and we think like, oh, I wish I had a better job. I wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing that. And then when the opportunity arises, straight away, the reaction is, oh, now what's going to happen if I'm not going to get it? What's going to happen if I'm not going to be good at it? I better stay where I am because I'm still getting paid.
And it's safe. It's okay. So you're never happy, but it's okay. And who's really happy with okay? But that brain, that part of the brain is very strong. So we have to work with it. The best way to work with it is to acknowledge that this is part of our defense system. This is actually our friend. So every time this defense system is up and is showing and say, oh, hello, I haven't seen you for a while. Wonder what new I'm doing that you're here. You start working with it and alongside of it. So rather than delaying stuff or going for that bottle of wine or whatever, you just say, oh, I wonder why you show up today. I will make a little step towards my goal anyway. With you on board, even if you're scared, even if my sinuses are up, even if my back's hurting today from nowhere, just a little step towards my goal. And that little step each time, it's getting that part of brain that really want to go back, and let it settle down into the new. You have to almost think like a 2-year-old that's having a tantrum. You have to approach with a firm but loving way. It's the same with this part of our brain.
So it's just like parenting ourselves.
It is.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Yeah. Brilliant, guys. Do you have any questions? I know this is a great subject and this is quite in-depth subject. So if you have any questions, any live scenarios you want to ask, anything like that, fire away. In the meantime, we have a great surprise for you guys.
Oh, yes.
Actually, no, we have 2 great surprises for you. Because, guys, we've been doing it for a few weeks now, and we really enjoy it. We're going to answer the question in a minute. But, guys, I'm going to talk about, I want to tell about that Saturday the 13th.
Oh, yes.
Great. It's a good day.
Let's spill the beans, shall we?
Right. So, guys, you want to know? Because it's a great thing. Right. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put on the screen.
Boom.
Ta-da! Guys, get your diaries now. Saturday the 13th of June, which is 2 weeks from now, we will be running a free for you online retreat. It's going to be from 10 to 1 o'clock. We will have 3 hours, and that will consist of mindset, exercise, and then more mindset.
And a little bit nutrition.
And nutrition as well. That's going to be all part of it. So we're going to have a really lovely package. If you worry that you're not fit to do it, yes, you are.
Don't worry.
There is 2 of us, and we will be showing you the easy version. We will be showing you the hardcore version. So you will find something for yourself. And that's going to be through Zoom, as far as we know so far. More details to come.
Definitely. Bear in mind, it's not going to be solid 3 hours. We're going to do breaks as well. So you will have a time to just grab something to eat or drink, or just go and just, fresh up your brain, just to come out and just take a little bit of, fresh air in.
We will split the 3 hours into 2 blocks. Yeah.
Yes. So, but it's going to be really, really good. And because Zoom allows us to interact, we're going to be able to have open conversations. So we're going to be able to answer the questions in regards of mindset, in regards of nutrition, in regards of training. We're going to try to assist you as much as we can with taking a step forward and moving forward. So just grab this opportunity, because this is free retreat. And I think it's a really valuable thing, because we were going to be attacking just few subjects that really goes hand in hand together. So you might get really big insights from it.
No, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, like Anne said, we will be able to interact, guys, with you. We will be able to see you if you decide to have your camera on. It's not compulsory, but it will be really nice. And yeah, guys, we just want to skyrocket your potentials, guys, because there's so much in there. And we just want to share it. We love it. We love what we do. And that what makes a difference. We just want to have more people on board getting better and getting the results they want.
And you can really get passionate about stuff like that when you start understanding yourself better. You just wish to help, just so many people so they can get it too. And don't think that we are like 100 miles ahead of you. It's not like that. We are also having our obstacles that we are dealing with and learning how to deal with it as best as we can. So we are still human beings, but we have tools that helped us immensely to move forward. And I do believe that if you get just a little bit, that will help you to get, a little bit closer to where you want to get. So just don't miss the opportunity.
And what you said, Anne, is lovely, is brilliant, because this brings me to the next question of how to permanently stop self-sabotage. It's impossible. You can't. Because even if you stop growing, which we never advise, still you're going to self-sabotage yourself with something. So it's impossible. You have to become your own friend with this part of the brain and actually work with it. And what Anne said, we struggle with things, but only because we grow and we grow rapidly. So that's why we come across and, we have each other. We have a backup. We know where to reach out. We know how to coach self. And that's exactly what we want to teach you. So when you come into a obstacle, you know how to overcome it.
You'll be more aware.
The tools to know what to do with it, how to recognize this and what to do with it. So it doesn't stop you.
Actually, sometimes your brain can trick you, because if you spot your brain techniques and then you think you got it, your brain will find another way.
Brain is very tricky. Very clever. Think of a brain like a teenager. They're very clever. They know how to play you up. That's what the brain's doing. We have to play along and change as well accordingly. So it's never-ending story, but it's a great discovery. It's a great tool. Right, we have a comment.
Matt is telling us off now.
Free retreat. Yes, it is free retreat. Oh my God, you should be charging. At this level, at this stage, we just want to share it, guys, what we have, what we know, and get as many people getting the help that they need.
This is wonderful. Yes, please, Matt, we'll be more than happy to do it. please share it. It's gonna be just amazing. I'm just in the process of creating official poster to advertise it, so it should be up this weekend. But I will get in touch with you sometime soon, so we can talk more about it. Thank you very much.
Glad that you enjoy the content.
Matt is actually running the well-being festival in Cheltenham. So he's already he's very familiar. He's very familiar with the mindset, well-being stuff. He's running kickboxing martial arts school. So he's into lots of different things, but mindset is also a very big thing for him. So I would definitely get in touch. Fantastic.
Brilliant. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, Dagmar is waiting for it.
Yeah. Guys, do you have...
Brilliant. Thank you, Dagmar. Sorry.
Yeah. That's fine. Guys, do you have any more questions about sabotage? Is it clear to you how it works? Is it clear to you how you can help yourself? Also, one of the best things, let me just switch to the right. If you struggle, because obviously we here in the group chat and you might not ask personal questions, and we get that, okay? This is personal stuff. Nevertheless, we want to help you at the personal level. So what we came up with Ange, we're really good. We're good.
What we came up with, we are offering a free 30 minutes consultations. All you have to do is just message either myself or Ivona, saying I'm in to our email addresses. That's gonna be shown on the screen. Yes.
Yeah. So guys, if you're on Facebook and you're watching a live video, you can just comment. You can just put a comment. Same with YouTube. But this is really we will show you an email how to claim it if you cannot comment for whatever reason because you're not signed up with YouTube, for example. But yeah, if you would like 30 minutes with any of us to discuss your case and your self-sabotage and how to help yourself, then we are more than happy to discuss that with you. So just leave a comment with I'm in. And that's for myself, which is TRT Rehab. Or you have I'm in for Andrew. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you reach out. We both can help you. We're both amazing. Like we said before, choose your best blonde.
Yeah. But there is another thing as well that I want you to be aware of, guys, that if you're going to be reaching out and, for example, myself personally, I'm not going to be able to help you because, for example, mindset is only part of the things that I do. It's a combination of fitness, mindset, energy, medicine, and few other things. If this is going to be out of the tools which I'm using, I've mastered, then I'm going to redirect you to Ivona, because obviously Ivona has their own strengths. They are slightly different to mine. Obviously, mindset is a very big thing for both of us, and fitness, but obviously there are some differences as well. So if I will feel that she will be better for you than myself, then I'm going to redirect you to Ivona. So don't worry, I'm not going to be trying to guess.
I think that what's happened here, and what you try to say, that guys, you are in safe hands. If we're not the right match for you, we will pass you on to the right person. Simple as this. Because at the end of the day, we know very quickly if we can work with you and we are the right match.
And don't get me wrong, I'm very confident about what I'm doing, and so Ivona. It's not about, just...
It's about working with intuition and getting the same, as we say, the wavelength. Yeah. I always say to people, it's like finding your perfect hairdresser. They all can cut hair, but there is always a specific one that can just do it so nicely for you. It's the same. It's just finding the right person for you.
With passion.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, we don't lack passion. There's no chance of that here. We wouldn't be doing this.
Oh, Matt commented beautifully. Tag me or PM me. Happy to help. Really good stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. There's another comment. How to reduce self-criticism and make real change. Ivona.
First of all, it would be good to know why you criticize yourself, what for. And that's why speaking with somebody face to face is really important, to actually know what you criticize yourself for. So what are your pattern, what are your thinking pattern? But the more you criticize yourself, the more you feel guilt and shame about it. You're not going to progress a great deal because you're holding yourself back. It's all about acceptance. What if you accept the situation that you are in and then move forward from there? So it's really understanding how to override that sabotage part of brain and work with it. But the more you start to like yourself, the more you accept where you are now, the less of that criticism voice coming up to the surface, because they're not needed anymore. Yeah? They only need it to bring you down. If you don't get affected by it, then they don't need to be there. They're there for a reason. And by the way, guys, we all have them. We all have those voices. It's just we want to minimize them, and we don't want them to override what we do on the bigger scale.
100%.
But we cannot get rid of them completely. They're always going to be there because it's the part of the brain that want to keep you safe.
And this is very good that you mentioned just a few seconds ago, that what's the reason why you're criticizing yourself? Because sometimes you're trying to rationalize it, but sometimes, and actually quite often, the reason for it is rooted much deeper, and without being able to look at things from different perspectives, you are not able actually to find out what it is.
Yeah, we like to deep.
I've got a shovel, mental shovel.
Very good.
But self-acceptance, definitely, 100%. That's the only way. Yeah. Observing, not judging.
Yeah. But again, it's not easy, is it? It's something that, with help of a professional, you can actually start seeing it and understand it, and actually approach it. But what actually is self-respect? What is self-acceptance? And guys, that brings me to another great news, because guess what? Next week we will be talking, next Friday, 6:00, same time, same place. We're gonna talk about how to create your own happiness, and we will be talking about the self-acceptance as well. So as you can see, everything links together. And why we say create your own happiness, because guess what, guys? We are responsible for creating our own happiness. This is not something that comes from external. This is not a gift somebody going to hand to you. We have to create within ourselves and then see it on the outside world. So it's all going to be about how to create it. What is it? When do you know you're actually happy? Because when you know that, the self-sabotage happens less and less as well.
Oh, yes, because then this feeling of happiness, you take with you wherever you go, So it's just, you cannot just leave it at home, which is a brilliant thing. It's just part of you. But how to create it, where to dig for it, and what steps to take towards it, everything on Friday.
Absolutely. Guys, do you have any more questions about self-sabotage? So, let's recap, and because it's a very deep subject. Self-sabotage is a part of the brain that want to keep you safe. We cannot get rid of it, but we can learn to work with it. Also, it's a defense system, and when it's triggered, you're doing right. You're doing something great that your brain actually is scared of. So it actually is an indication of your growth. 100%. So it's actually good when you feel uncomfortable.
So learning how to be comfortable with uncomfortable is the way to go.
And how to work with it.
Self-acceptance, self-encouragement, and reparenting yourself is the key. Step by step.
And also I think I want to touch on what not to do, guys. So if you have a downfall and you go for the bottle of wine or whatever, or the chocolate again, don't kick your own butt for it. Just let it go. Don't judge it. Just, okay, it happened, move on. Because the longer you sit with it, this part of the brain is getting stronger.
But what is also worth mentioning is that when you actually not gonna stick to your plans, and let's say, like Ivona said, you're gonna go for this bottle of wine or you're gonna go for this chocolate. If you're gonna kick your own butt for doing it, this will put you in a bad emotional state, meaning that you are at much higher risk of going back to your old habits and keep doing it over and over and over. But if it happens and you just step back and you look at yourself from a distance and you start laughing that, I did it again. If you laugh it off and you will approach it from different perspective, much easier perspective, the following day you have a bigger chance of getting back on the track and keep pursuing and moving forward. So beating up on yourself will just set you back. So that, even if this happens, if you have a day like that and it happens to everybody, don't be so mad at yourself. It just happens. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, sometimes this part of the brain wins, and that's fine. Wins in the that we go for the autopilot behavior, but don't judge it. Just move on. All right, we have another question. How to unlearn the sabotage your own dreams? We can unlearn it, but we can learn how to work with it.
Yes.
So it's not about dismissing this part of the brain, it's how to embrace it and take it on board so it works with us.
This actually brings some thoughts to my mind. You know what? When you're trying to unlearn, it's just like you're trying to bottle something up.
Yeah, you try to avoid.
And when you do that, when you're trying to suppress it, be sure that this suppression will explode at some point.
Somewhere else.
So it's not about, trying to get rid of it, because you can't. It's just natural part of the brain, natural part of our DNA. It's just how we deal with it is the way to changing and not sabotaging our dreams. That's what it is. You have to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
You can't
how to actually deal when the defense system of sabotage is present. What are you going to do with it? Because you have choice. Do I go for that bottle of wine? Or maybe it's not about bottle of wine. Maybe my brain just want to hold a glass with fluid that looks like wine. We can trick our brain, guys. And I think, Ange, that's a great subject for our future video, to actually give people tips how to trick your own brain.
I think so.
So you actually implement good, healthy behaviors instead.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit.
Cheers to that. Water with juice, by the way. Looks like rosé, actually.
That's it. Keeps us happy.
Oh, yes. I think there's something else that keeps us happy.
Go on.
This is inner happiness.
Absolutely.
That's what in the glass, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have that inner happiness, even wine won't help you.
Oh, God, no, we have plenty of that, definitely.
You mean wine or inner happiness?
Inner happiness.
I like that.
Guys, so let's recap. We have last few minutes. If you have any more questions, fire away. That's your chance. But also, if you want our one-to-one time, personal time to answer your personal questions, here we go. You can claim your free consultation. Just text, I'm in, and the video, wherever you're watching, because we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're everywhere. How scary is that for the part of brain that want to keep us safe and unheard and little.
What if what if they're
Yeah.
not gonna like it? What if nobody will watch it? What if
Yeah, but you know what, every week we hear there are people jumping on and asking questions, so we must be doing something right. So guys, if you are on YouTube, you can use the email. Just email Amin and we will get back to you. That's for the TRT, that's for myself, and you have Andrew as well. And yeah, we are very happy to help you. And we know how, because we've been there, we're still going on the journey, and we qualify to do it as well. That always helps.
And passionate about it.
Oh God, yeah.
So that's when it comes to the free consultations. Really grab your opportunities, and there is no obligations to it as well. So like I said, it's not like you have to sign up for any sessions, and you feel that it's not for you,
then it's not for you.
There is not for you, and this is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine.
This work that we do, guys, you cannot push it.
No, you cannot. Because it needs to be based on the trust. If you don't trust someone, how can you work with that person? There is no chance to make any permanent changes to your mind, to your body, unless you trust the person who you're working with, because you have to open yourself up. And that's why the trust is just number one when it comes to coaching.
Definitely.
And then second thing, let's recap quickly about the beautiful thing that is happening in 2 weeks' time. So
2 weeks time, guys, free retreat, 3 hours of two of us, of mindset, diet, exercises. So a big bundle of information for you that's going to be, very beneficial, very beneficial. So we will be, when we all ready, we will be sending out information so you know more about it. But just so you know, you can block the time now. 10 to 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and you're gonna have a great time as always. and you will see us moving as well. We won't be sitting down.
Oh no, definitely there will be lots of activities, so your blood will keep flowing, trust me. Energy will be flowing, blood will be flowing, and informations will be flowing too. But like Ivona said, you just grab this opportunity. It's one-off opportunity that is completely free. And we are doing it because we do believe that in current times, there need to be some sort of excitement and positivity offered to people. And we just want to, spark and boost up people's not only immune system, but spark for life and joy and happiness. Because even though we are where we are right now, there is other side. There is we're gonna end this lockdown, and we're not gonna stay in it forever. But how we gonna keep staying in it with positive attitudes is everything. Because imagine if you are miserable now and tomorrow they will tell you you can go back to normal, are you gonna switch 180? It might be hard, because you probably already built it up, just built really bad habit of being negative. So you're gonna actually move forward, and you're gonna be affected with what happened in these current times. But you can change your mindset, you can change your approach, and you can get in charge, in control. And then no circumstances and event will shake you as much as what happened.
That's a very important thing, guys, because all is about moving forward, reaching for your dreams, reaching for your goals, and being resilient to the circumstances. We cannot control the circumstances on the outside.
But we can't control uncontrollable.
That's it. But we can control, guys, how we think, even how we feel about things, at what angle we take on the situation. We can control that. And that is the game changer. Because if you can make the best of every situation, you are a winner. You're a winner already. So definitely take this opportunity and join us for our free retreat, because that's gonna be a great treat for you.
And it's gonna be fun. Fun.
Do you have any more questions so far? Because we will be finishing in the few minutes. So we can answer probably one or two more questions if you have anything. And I hope you like our sunglasses today. Aren't we lucky actually with the weather?
Extremely lucky.
You know, it's first time that I remember I have a suntan in May in UK. It's like, wow, I love it.
And it's hot for more than one day, isn't it? So it's just
and it's constant. That's the thing. It's almost, I wake up and I know it's gonna be nice and sunny. I like it.
Well, they said we can't go on holiday. It looks like holiday came to us.
That's a really good point. And make the best of it, guys. Because when this lockdown, the whole thing finish, we will lose that. I don't know. The time will go. I imagine the time will go faster again. We will be back to our. Yeah.
And I think if you look at it, just from different perspective, as I said before, this lockdown, if you think is negative, then you will find lots of negative in it. But if you start looking for positives in it, you will find them too. So now it's your choice. What do you want to look for? And me personally, at the beginning, I was just bouncing, just between walls. I didn't know what to do with myself. But I finally I just take myself off and I said, that's it, there must be something positive in it. And I started looking for it and I found it. And to be fair, I'm really enjoying this time right now. And I think, Ivona, you as well, you were, when this all started, you had just only freshly opened a new studio, lots of new responsibilities and different, just changes, you change your house and you're still very, positive, and happy. And you obviously had to change the way you're teaching and interacting with the clients. So did you have any negative moments? I'm sure you had.
Well, the whole thing, when the day I supposed to open my studio, everything was ready, clean, fresh. I have to actually go and close it down. So it's still nice and fresh and ready, waiting. But I went through a lot of changes in this period, but actually I really enjoyed it. And I'm grateful for it. And everything just happens for the reason. Everything happens right at the right time. But definitely a lot of adjustment, resilience, quick change of moving one-to-one work into online work. But hey ho, guys, it's all possible. If we want to make it happen, we make it happen.
Now is question: are you gonna look for obstacles, or are you gonna be looking for opportunities?
Well, guys, there's always part of brain that's happy to look for obstacles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always. And it's going to be part of us. But the part of brain that's looking for opportunities is very strong in me now, because I see opportunities everywhere, wherever I go. And remember, guys, our brain is like a muscle. The more we use it, certain parts, it just grows stronger. So I think that's the key, is changing little and often, but also, is the frequency. The more we do it, then it becomes hardwired.
New habit,
yeah. And how long does it take for the new habit to create?
21 days.
Yeah,
that's what is scientifically proven. But
sometimes I think it depends on how resilient, how big the change is. It might take longer.
It might take longer, but that's all right.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. But what we try to say, guys, if you try your new thing for a day or two, guess what? Your brain won't like it. You have to be persistent for amount of time to be successful in that. Okay? You cannot eat one carrot and expect your weight to go down. It just won't happen.
In one day.
One carrot in one day, it just won't happen. So it's all about consistency. Little and often. Little steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for this evening.
We
had a
really
great
appreciate
time.
your time.
Yeah.
We
We
appreciate
hope you've
you.
enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, me too. Because we can talk a lot. Well,
Yeah.
she can.
Of course I can.
Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course we both can.
And
So,
if we couldn't do it, we could not run our show.
which part of the brain is telling you that you could not run the show?
The saboteur.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Oh, we have well done. Thank you, Rui.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Thank
Always
you. Thank
nice
you.
to hear we're doing something right. So, guys, next week, 6:00, how to create your own happiness. Again, a lot of new information. And yeah.
Get some questions ready. Okay,
Yeah.
write them down. You have a whole week. And
You have
please
a whole
ask
week to
them.
think of something. Yeah, absolutely. Lovely. Take care for now. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely evening. And we will catch up with you later.
Definitely looking forward to catch with you.
Yeah,
soon.
and remember to claim your free consultation. I'm in if you want our one-to-one time.
Don't
Take
miss
care
it.
for now.
All right.
Bye.
Big kisses. Take care. Bye-bye.